Good afternoon. Join me again. I'm still down the club lake. Seem to fish here more than anywhere this year. Yeah, fair few people on today. I didn't think there were that many on, but a few of the carp lads are on. Still chasing them targets. So it's now 1:15 in the afternoon, and I'm actually fishing till dark today. So I'll be packing up at 5 o'clock. So I've got a few hours to catch a fish. So after having a scout round, I have dropped onto what would be my usual swim. Wind's blowing down this way. It's fairly high pressure, and this is one of the shallower swims. Like I'm fishing about 5 foot of water. So both rods are out. Left rod on my usual spot with the snowman rig, with the incredible baits tomahawk SP hook, and fishing a glow tie bottom bait with a PLB pop up as a topper. And my right rod is on the Ronnie with a sweet cream pop up. So feed today is I'm just getting rid of what I've got left of the high spoilers. So they're all crumbed up with the pellet. I've got the glug on them, and I've actually got a tin of condensed milk with some hot water mixed through them as well. And yeah, it made a lovely creamy slick. Oh god, that sounds horrible, doesn't it? When the baiting pole dropped it, but it will add a cloud into the water. It's supposed to be a good attract at this time of year, condensed milk, but we'll see. So yeah, rods are out. It is feeling good for a bite, I think. It's looking alright. Still mild. I think it's supposed to be 15 degrees today, which is ridiculous for November. But yeah, so we'll keep our eyes out. I think if I see anything else, I've got the barrow with me, so it's easy enough to grab all my stuff, chuck it on, and move. But I'm feeling like this will. I think I'm in the area. It's not the exact peg I wanted to get on in mind. I had in mind that one that's peg one, just to fish it under that overhanging tree, because that's a great interception point. But yeah, someone's on that. But yeah, thanks for joining me. While we're at this point, I will say don't forget to like the video and leave us a comment and smash that subscribe button. I'm so close to the 100. I think when I get to 100 subscribers, I might do a giveaway. I might do a boilie giveaway of my favourite baits this year. But need to get to 100, so touch that subscribe button, give it a little tickle, just for me, and any more updates, and I'll let you know. So not a lot's happened yet. No signs really of anything moving, not seeing any shows. I did see someone in the far corner to me catch a small one. The fish are feeding, I think. Little time, still got a couple of hours yet anyway. But I thought I'd talk a little bit about the pond, my club lake. I started fishing here as a kid. Must have been, well, I'd been 18, 30 odd years ago. Got my first carp here, little tiny carp about a pound, little mirror carp, floating fishing the edge. Not a lot of changes really. But then it was predominantly a match lake. The club that run it basically ran matches. And a lot of the guys had complained that were catching carp, taking too long to get in. They netted it and they removed a lot of the carp. Never fished it again. Well, up until a few years ago. Came and had a go with my nephew, and we didn't really catch anything, so never thought more of it until me dad's next door neighbour is a carp angler. Said, "Oh, I fish there. Yeah, it's a good ticket that." He said, "There's plenty of 20s in there now." I was like, "What?" So we came and had a look a couple of years ago, and lo and behold, there are some nice fish in here. Not a lot. They're very wily carp. Don't get caught easy, especially not the bigger ones. And you gotta put a bit of work in. So we started fishing here, I think it was last year I started fishing here. But the first 6 months, as you'll know from Well, I didn't vlog a lot last year. But the first 6 months last year, I didn't really catch anything. The odd bream, I think I caught a little carp probably May, June. Just put time in, trying to work out what to do. Money's tight, so I don't have the luxury of being able to go here, there, and everywhere for 28, 48, 72 hours. So I needed somewhere to fish. So, well, I'll stick at this for a couple of years. Predominantly, I come, as you'll know, weekends, first thing in the morning till lunchtime. That's purely because my wife works away, so she's not going to come over weekends and I'll be out all day. That's just ridiculous. So I only come mornings, a few evenings in the week. Yeah, I didn't catch a lot last year until eventually I caught 1710 mirror, which beat my then current PB, which was £16, which is probably my PB for 20 years, 20 years or more even. I was actually quite disappointed with it. Well, I wasn't disappointed. It was a personal best. It was a nice scaly fish, but at that point, all I wanted was a 20. Anyway, it was only a couple of weeks later I started coming down the night before as well, and pre-baiting my swim. And then that fateful morning, I think I've only been here half an hour, 45 minutes, when the rod peeled off and I had my first 20. Looked in the net, I've never seen a carp that big in real life. Lifted it out. Yeah, some weight on that. Anyway, weighed it, £22.10. Tried to video it myself, take some pictures, which were awful. So I messaged my nephew, and luckily before he started work, he was able to stop it and take pictures for me. That was that. And then a few weeks later, fishing peg one, I had another one, £21. Yeah, it was £21.8 mirror. Buzzing off that. And then we didn't fish a lot over winter. Both the we lost our golden retriever the Thursday before Christmas. Heartbreaking, absolutely heartbreaking. And then over New Year, we both had COVID. So fishing was last thing I was thinking about. Anyway, this year started off the year well. Caught quite a few fish early on. Nothing big. I think the biggest was that I had a £16 starburst scale mirror and a £15 4 really dark scaly mirror, buzzing with them. And then I caught my first £20 common, £20.8. And then a few weeks after that, I caught another person West Common, £22.8. And then I remember Josh, because my personal best was bigger than his, 22.10. He went and did a 72 hours at Cudmore. And on the last night, I had a £23 common. So his personal best was bigger than mine for 2 weeks. And then I had my £24 mirror from here. Yeah, great. And then obviously, blanked a lot. I think it's been hard this year. I think because the water's so low, the fishing has been harder this year. But then it was only last week. No, it wasn't last week. It was the week before. I had my £23 mirror. So, and the forgotten fish. Don't trust zigs. First zig caught fish, which was 20, I don't know if it was 21 or 20 pounds 8. It was £20 common. They're two-tone. Beautiful fish. So all in all, a water which is quite hard. You've got to fish it well. You've got to know what you're doing to find the carp. I think I've done quite well for 520s this year. So if I don't catch another carp before the New Year, I'm not overly bothered. But yeah, a bit of waffle on it. Anyway, I'm still hopeful for a fish. I think it's birds diving. Some lads baited up just down the bank, and I think they're in shallow water. The birds are diving on it. But as for me, nothing yet. Not a bleep. Not a single bleep. But it's nice to be out. Anyway, I will leave it there for now. Any more updates, I'll let you know. Very quiet. Not a bleep. Not a bleep so far. So sunsets in half an hour. We've got to be off at dark because unfortunately I don't have a night ticket. Might be rocking horse poop. But yeah, so half an hour. So while I saw a bit of light, I thought I'd do a sign off. So yeah, thanks for watching. And if you stayed this far, thank you especially. Don't forget to like the video, leave us a comment, and smash that subscribe button because I'm so close to hitting the 100. I'd love to get 100 before the end of the year. So unless you see me with a fish, I'll say tight lines for when you're on the bank, and I'll catch you on the next one.